So we're working with a Hooter celebrity here. She has lines out the door to sign the calendar she's in. Just fantastic stuff. Cause look, and then she blinks on me.
I blinked?
She blinked on me. I'm talking her up here, folks, and then all of a sudden she blinks on me. Hey folks, it's Mark Grigsby with MDR Photo. I'm coming at you today because I did the unthinkable. I bought the Canon 85mm f1.4 LIS. Whew, that's a lot of letters. Basically, this is a 85mm 1.4. That is a ton of light gathering capabilities. So I wanted to see how this lens worked on my GFX. So I went out and got the Steels Ring adapter. As you can see, that's right here. That is the Steels Ring adapter. It is a smart adapter that allows you to get full aperture control, information from the lens to the body, and also image stabilization. I didn't know the image stabilization was going to work. I wanted a nice, fast 85mm, but once I got it on there, it works like a charm. On the GFX, the 85mm has a reverse crop factor. You know when you're on APS-C size sensor, which is 1.6 times smaller than full frame, you have to multiply it by 0.6? Well, you have to divide this by 1.6 to get your crop factor on this. So it's a reverse crop factor. So an 85mm is roughly a 70mm lens. And the 1.4, because of how big the sensor is, you get a shallower depth of field. You get this really nice fall off on the depth of field. So your background, your blur background, your bokeh looks a little different than what it would on a full frame. And so it actually looks more like what you would get out of like a 0.95 or 1.0 or f1.1. I can't remember exactly what the conversion is. So that's what you would get on this. So the other thing is you're also getting the compression of an 85, not a 70, an 85. So you're getting a wider field of view. You're getting a shallower depth of field with compression for a lens that is 15mm longer. So you're getting a really, really cool look. So when people say there's no difference between using a full frame and a medium format, I don't agree with that. You get a completely different look when you're doing it correctly. So I'm very excited about that. So I've got this beautiful lens on here. I set up 2 shoots, one with L'Oreal, who is a fantastic model. She just got done with a pageant, so she wanted to do something with this Wonder Woman pageant suit she had on. So we took it in the studio, see how it worked there. Then we did some natural light shots outside downtown, and they were beautiful shots, and I'll show you those. So I set up a second shoot with Gabby Long, who is an incredible fitness model here in Houston, and we took the 85mm 1.4 downtown at night to see how that low light capability is, how that image stabilization worked. I took only one light, which is the Rotolight Neo, and it's the first version, so the new one's like 75% more powerful, but I took the original version because I really wanted to see how this light gathering capability and image stabilization works on a medium format lens. I took this downtown with Gabby at night and I want to see how it works. So why don't we jump over to the behind the scenes footage of me working with L'Oreal and Gabby and see how it reacted to the different situations I put it in. So I'm just gonna jump on over there, let's take a look, and we're gonna come back here and see if this is something that's gonna stay in my bag.
I wanna get closer, wanna come over, I wanna get moving, grooving, your folks disapproving. We can have fun, yeah. Don't need no money, and we can be brilliant without millions. Baby, it ain't no closer. Wanna come over, I wanna get moving, grooving, your folks disapproving. We can have fun, yeah. Don't need no money, and we can be brilliant without millions.
So guys, we just got done shooting at the underpass underneath the train tracks over there. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you see a young lady on the street and you drive by and you honk, nothing's gonna happen. You're gonna honk, she's not gonna go, oh, he's the one. That just doesn't work. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to another section right here. We're gonna try to get away from all those douchebags beeping at her, and we're just gonna have another shoot over there, okay? of those images. I am so happy with what we got out of this camera and this lens. So yes, the 85mm had some hunting problems with the autofocus, but with the GFX, that's not that big a deal. Now, the great thing is that the GFX has changed how I shoot, so I'm not really worried about super fast focusing and all these other little things like burst mode and all that stuff, and just getting a whole bunch of that stuff. I shoot one shot. I get in there, I look at my image, I see how my environment will affect my lighting and affect how my depth of field and all that stuff. I compose my shot, and then I take it. So whether I'm using ambient light for backlighting, whether I'm using the Rhodolite Neo as the fill, or whatever I'm doing, I've got it all set up in camera so that that part is perfect. And it's very easy with the GFX because you got the focus peaking, which allows you to see what's in focus. Build quality is fantastic on this lens. It's that nice hard plastic they've been making things out of lately. It's nothing like the old lenses that first came out with the EF systems. Remember the 24-70 version 1? It was metal, it was heavy, you couldn't do much. I mean, it was lugging that thing around at a wedding was nuts. Not that I shoot weddings anymore, but anyway, it was a fantastic, fantastic built quality. The image stabilization was amazing. I was consistently shooting anywhere from 1/30 to 1/60th of a second. Loved everything about it. It made my job much easier out there in the dark. Now, the one worry I had about this lens when I started researching it was the bokeh. I saw so many mixed reviews of the bokeh. Some people loved it. Some people thought it was a little busy, was a little harsh, didn't quite render the way they liked. On the GFX, it is creamy smooth, like beautiful. I mean, it looks so gorgeous. The way the fall off is, the way it blurs everything together and separates the subject from the background. Oh, it was wonderful. I'm just so happy with how that came out. Anyway, this lens is a must buy for anybody. If you can adapt this lens, get it. 1.4 IS is nuts. The low light capabilities of this lens just changes what you can do in dark with this camera. It's a keeper. I'm in love with this lens. It stays in my bag. Is it as fast and as capable as the 110? Image quality, yes. There's no vignetting or anything like that. Performance-wise, like autofocus, oh, that's not even close to the 110. The 110 is just a fantastic lens. Anyway, if you liked the video, click like. If you loved it, click subscribe. Come back. I've got a whole bunch of cool stuff going on. If you feel the need, go look at my description. I've got some affiliate links down there. It helps support this channel so I can bring some more great content if you like it. I will have 85mm and some other stuff I use down there. So anyway, I'm Mark Reesby with MDR Photo. Come on back. We got some really cool stuff going on. Talk to you later. Bye.